What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be showing you another vacuum in my collection that I got. This here is a Panasonic JetFlow model MC-6255. Another eBay score. I had no intention of getting another JetFlow like this one because it would be the exact same as my 6225 or exactly like it. But then I realized this was the exact model that my relatives used to have when I was little. And this one is a lot more powerful than the one I have. And I will go ahead and show you all around it right now. This is one of the later variants of the JetFlows, the 6255. I think the latest model of the 6200 series was the MC-V6255, which was just like this, only obviously different color scheme, and that one I think had a 12 amp motor. And this one actually has an 8 amp, and which the older variants of this had 7 amps. My 6225 has a 7 amp. But anyway, it's got the safeguard system, automatic carpet height adjustment, full edge cleaning, 14-inch agitator, rug floor selector, and a headlight, as you can clearly see. One thing is this has a suction control, which if you switch it low, it opens up these little suction valve ports inside here. When you switch it to high, it closes them off to give you increased suction. This is mainly so you can safely clean your hard surfaces without the suction just taking up the whole carpet. As you can see, this does take the Type U bags, and which I'm running a generic HEPA replacement bag. Works very good. Right there is the pre-motor filter. And also, the 6255 was the first that doesn't have that little bag holder which you take off to remove the bag, put the bag on, then put it back in place. Everyone always seems to lose those bag holders, so Panasonic decided to go this way. And right there is the vat gauge. It rises up to let you know that airflow is being blocked off. And now let's go ahead and flip it underneath to show you the brush roll. This is actually a wooden brush roll. I never knew that on these newer JetFlows or later variants of the JetFlows. I thought they would have been metal like the older ones, which I believe a metal brush roll can fit inside here. But I will say this one is pretty good already. It's got nice stiff bristles. And these bottom plates are removable. And right there is the pulley for your brush roll on and off. You see right there, there's a single belt right here that runs all the way down to the motor shaft, down in there. And a round belt that just sits right there for driving the brush roll. When you switch it on over to bare floor, right here, switch it to bare floor, the belt, or the main drive belt right here, will slide on over to that secondary pulley right here, and your brush roll will be freewheeling, so you can safely clean your bare floors. Switch it back on over to carpet, grabs a hold of the belt, brings it back over. So now your brush roll will be spinning. Sometimes it doesn't. This one doesn't like to move over all the way. So sometimes I have to move that back into position by hand. Put the metal bottom plate back on. This bottom plate was actually a replacement. The original one I got with it was rusted through. It had a big rust spot right here. This one does have some surface rust, but it's not enough to damage or affect the use. In fact, the wheels on the bottom still spin freely. So I know that's good. So now let's go ahead and put that back in place. It just latches on. For some reason, this side always likes to spring back. And there it is. It just latches back in place. Lift it back up. In the back, this right here is the small door that you can open up so you can hook your attachments, which are right over here. Right here is a main hose, upholstery tool, dusting brush, crevice tool, and 2 extension wands. These didn't come with the vacuum when I bought it. I actually bought this separately off eBay. It was about $70, but I just wanted to have an attachment kit, so finally have one. This hooks right into the back like so. I'll go ahead and show that later in the video. And you can just close this up if you don't want to use your attachments. The cord is in nice condition. This is, I do believe, the original cord, but the handle grip is not original. This actually came off my 6255. And the funniest story is when I first bought this, it actually came with a blue handle, which I then decided to swap over to the 6225 since it has a matching color scheme. So now I decided to put the brown handle and the burgundy cord hook on this one since it more matches the color scheme. And it would just look awful with the blue handle on it. So anyway, now let's go ahead and release the cord. Make sure this thing isn't tangled. And this cord is very long, by the way. And this cord is actually roughly about 30 feet in length. Also, before I run it, let's go ahead and look at the model number right here. If anyone knows how to serial date these Panasonics, please let me know, because I'm not too entirely sure. I'm thinking this is from the late 80s or early 90s maybe. But as you can see, it does have an 8 amp motor, 50/60 hertz, 120 volt AC. And as you can see, it says made in the USA from US and Japanese components. So this was made around the time when Panasonic moved their production plant to the United States. So, anyway, now let's go ahead and show you this thing running. Power switch is up in the top here. This vacuum is very quiet. Very nice. And I will say, these older jet flows are probably one of the best performing machines I've ever used, clean air vacuum wise, because they drive so much airflow. Because the hose is so short, it doesn't slow down airflow velocity. So anyway, let's go ahead and show you the attachments in action. You just hook the hose right into the back like so. And power it up. It's always a good idea to switch the vacuum over to tools so you can get extra suction, so the suction from the belt isn't producing a little drag on the motor. Suction is very powerful on this machine. One of the extension wands. You have another right here, so you can move pretty much anywhere. Right here's your upholstery tool. There's your dusting brush. And here's your crevice tool. And disconnect that. You can just close this up. Now you're back to your upright cleaning with the brush roll off. You can see that's on. Safely clean your hard surfaces with ease. Back to your carpet. Well, everybody, that was the Panasonic JetFlow model MC-6255. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.